Good evening, everyone. So good to see so many of you out tonight. Thank you for attending our Newport Board of Education regular meeting. May I have a roll call, please? Here.
Here. Here. Here.
All right, if you all would join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now we'll have a moment of reflection. All right, mission statement. Mr. Davis, will you read it, please?
Newport Independent School District will partner with families and the community to nurture, educate, and instill core values in all students to ensure they reach their fullest potential.
All right, thank you. First on our agenda is presentations. Mr. Watts.
All right, but tonight is our first night of doing our student achievement of the month this year, and before we do that, we have a retirement. So Amber Martin is going to be leaving us. I'm going to have Charles say a few words.
Good evening, my name is Darla Payne, I'm the Chief Academic Officer. We work over the curriculum department, and Amber is our admin. And I have to tell you a story. We call her Miss Amber. So back in the olden days when I was growing up, women that were elders or you held a higher esteem, you never called them by their first name. Now I'm much older than Miss Amber, but I told her in very high esteem. She's an excellent employee, excellent admin. We love her so much. From day one, it's my 14th, she made me cry looking at her. This is my 4th year here in the district, and there's never been a time that I couldn't go to her and ask her for assistance. People at the district office depend on her greatly, and we might have to come get home with some barbecue. And when we had to get some answers to some questions, because I don't know how we're going to manage without her. But this retirement is well deserved. You've done a great job in the district.
All right.
Next up, we have a friend from Educate, Northern Kentucky, Shy Calvo, who's going to be coming and presenting a check for us tonight. He just walked in. Welcome.
Definitely help.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Good evening. My name is Shai Calvo. I'm the relatively new president and CEO of Educated for a While, which is a nonprofit organization formed by community leaders here in Northern Kentucky, across Northern Kentucky over the last year and change, with a vision to ignite every eager, vibrant mind, and with a real focus on elevating outcomes for students and families. Like I said, I'm new in my position. I haven't yet lived in North Carolina for 2 months. I just moved here from California with my family, but I have been working with this group over the last year and just took this role. And it's really been a joy getting to know Northern Kentucky, the nuances, the communities, and it's a pleasure to be here with you tonight. I'm doing a double header. I just came from Dayton, so that's why I'm a couple minutes late. When Educating KY and our board began engaging with Superintendent Monk and others in the last year, we really asked them, we have broader vision of what, we're hoping to do to elevate, but how can we lean in? How can we support their efforts to start out? And the superintendent of the River Cities, which is where we're focused, really put family and student assistance at the top of their list, and they really highlighted family resources and youth services centers that every school has as an area where we can help. And so that item really resonated with our board members. And so it's my privilege to come and introduce myself tonight, but more importantly, be presenting a check to all three of Newport's schools, primary, intermediate, and high school, for a check in a total of $30,300. Really, this is meant to support the efforts. I mean, you have at each one of the schools a fine resource coordinator, but they don't always have the resources they need to do what they have to do. And so this really comes without bureaucratic screen. All we're going to ask is tell us how you used it and talk about the impact. But our hope is to bring all of the Northern Kentucky districts closer together, to work together, collaborate, and how can we do better to elevate our work. So all I'm asking tonight is a good picture. And then I'll be on my way and have a great board meeting. So I hope folks can come up and join. And
I'll charge for my photo. Thank you so much.
Pleasure meeting you.
Thank you. And our family resource officers are very innovative and they work hard. And actually, we attended an event that they had where other Frisky officers came to the district. They were touring Northern Kentucky and they came by the high school to do a tour. We got to meet them. It was a really awesome event just to have conversation with these different officers whose heart and soul is making the family and students' lives better, to remove barriers so that they can learn and that they can be them best selves. So we're very excited and thank you so much for this contribution. Educate NKY. Yeah.
Next up, we have our student teacher of the month. We'll start with primary.
We'll start with our student of the month, and our student of the month is Kai. Kai, come on down. Kai is tonight's advantage. Kai's a second grade student, and she's in Miss Robbins' class, and she was voted as student of the month by peers in her classroom. And Ms. Roberts said the classmates recognize that she's always respectful and responsible, and they look at her as a role model inside the classroom. Kai does a great job following the law pathway, setting a positive example for her classmates and other students. She has such a positive attitude, and she consistently works hard and gives her best effort. Kai is kind, and she goes out of her way to include others, and she is a joy to have in class. And also, Ms. Reese, who teaches our project in the way class, she said that she could have a million eyes.
Right here. And I love it. I
Diane, you come on down. Diane is a kindergarten instructional assistant. She has worked in the district for 25 years. Amazing. So, first, she's valuable instructionally to her students. She's constantly providing support to her students. Just so busy inside the classroom. One thing that I value so much that she's just so calm, patient. It's amazing how much the students listen to her. She only has to tell them one time. I value that so much. She also, inside the cafeteria in the morning, she knows every student's name. She knows which students should sit next to each other, which students should not sit next to each other. Which is better than inside the cafeteria, 12, 5, 6, 7-year-olds. The other thing I want to add is she is a very, very hard worker. Sometimes I pull in that thought very early, and I'm thinking, man, I gotta get this. And there in that first spot, there's Diane Chase. Thank you, Diane. We appreciate everything you do.
Next, we have the intermediate schools.
All right, good evening. We will start with our student of the month, which is Mr. Bentley Ivy. Come on up. I don't need notes for Bentley. Bentley and I have been best friends since third grade. Yeah. Bentley has come a long way since third grade, and we are so incredibly proud of the progress that he's made the last 3 years in intermediate school. It has taken a tribe of people, hasn't it? Yeah. But the biggest thing is Bentley's kids. He's doing it. What's even greater is he's helping his peers. Like he's helping, he's helping his peers be successful. He's helping clean up the classrooms in the afternoons. He's doing anything and everything. He takes care of the recess bag for his teachers. He's just an incredible, incredible kid. And hats off to his family too, because it has taken a village to get him here, hasn't it? Officer Kunkel is his two big brothers, big sisters, and that's definitely helped Bentley as well. But like I said, at the end of the day, Bentley's the one putting work in, he's the one doing it, and I think we have all A's and B's on the report card today.
Congratulations.
Member of the month couldn't be here, but our staff member of the month is my morning time custodian, Diego. So any of y'all have met Diego, he is the most positive person I've ever met. He has a smile on his face. He says good morning to everybody. I tried to catch him a picture the other day, but I was too slow of tying the kids' shoes and having to help him tie their shoes. So he's really been an asset to our building. Even if I need help with translation, he's like, oh. So he is, he's fun, he's all in, all the time. And the building smells clean as soon as you walk in, and the staff appreciates that as well. And he jumps on it as soon as anything he does. So he's been a great addition to our staff.
Newport High School.
Good evening. Our teacher of the month, Miss Snell, cannot be here tonight due to previous commitment, but I wanted to read what her colleagues said about it. Highly effective teachers are the greatest asset to what is possible within the classroom. Miss Snell deserves the award of Teacher of the Month, not only because she is a highly effective teacher, but her excitement for education is contagious. Every year, Ms. Snell shows wonderful commitment to her students and colleagues, leading the way, providing innovative resources, finding out exciting classroom opportunities, and making English language arts accessible for all ability levels. Continually, teachers like Ms. Snell ensure that students achieve the highest level of success on college, CERT, and the ACT, while also seeing the real world value of literacy outside the classroom. Ms. Cannell's students love her for her original and thought-provoking style of teaching and willingness to help however she can. Thank you, Ms. Cannell, for meeting students where they are and pulling them even higher than their own expectations. Our student of the month, Kaylee, Fizz. We started something, Ms. Cannell has one of these. We decided to start something this year. All the time we say a lot of really nice words about different individuals, but they never get to keep anything. So one of the things that we started to do, and this is totally Natalie Wolf's idea, is that we are going to sort of frame their thing with them a little bit so they can have something maybe to remember about. Okay. Kaylee Fisk is 11th grader at Newport High School, our September student of the month. According to Ms. Cannell, obviously, Kaylee works hard in class. She's a cheerleader and a leader in the classroom. She is focused, completes her work to a high standard, participates thoughtfully in discussing and using her time wisely. Kaylee consistently works on her studies and tries to improve each day.
Very, very nice. Okay. Don't see a 10-minute break on here, so are we just moving on here? Oh, don't you all want to stay for the rest of the meeting? It's so interesting. But no, we'll take a 10-minute break so we can have time to congratulate our students and teachers of the month. We really enjoy this part of the meeting because, you know, as the board, we're on the outside and we look for the people on the inside to come and let us know what's going on, how well our students are doing. And it also helps us make the decisions that we make by having this type of insight, to see our parents and families who support our kids, because we couldn't do this without you. So you are our partners in education. So we appreciate you all coming here, supporting your students and your family. It means a lot to us. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And feel free to come back anytime. But we're going to take a few minutes break so you all can just congratulate each other. And I like to congratulate the students and the parents as well personally. So thank you. We will resume at 7 o'clock. o'clock, yeah. Get this party started. Aaron has a beer he has to put down.
That's right. I had a little simple one when I was making my soup. I always do late in the band when I'm here.
Listen, and that's how I but I never drink it. I could not, that my mind never goes there.
It's funny.
I still have that, that's still have that. You got the person?
Okay. You guys save it for a special day.
And I just don't. All righty, we're gonna resume our meeting. On our agenda is the minutes of August the 28th and September the 11th. Any questions, comments, or corrections regarding the minutes? If not, I need a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Second.
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
All righty, next on our agenda is the treasurer's report. Mrs. Hoover?
Good evening, you have the August, bank reconciliation, the invoice report, the financial report, let's see if I have any questions.
Look at them.
I got all my answers
Yes.
during my conversation with you today, I believe,
And last week,
and last week.
the week before.
We're keeping in close communication.
Yeah.
We'll put you on speed dial.
Yeah. Yeah. We've kept her busy. So if you want to take a few minutes.
I mean, I looked at the bank reconciliation thing, the rest of it. I looked at it a little bit when I got home from work today.
When was this, was it on there?
I looked Sunday and it wasn't there.
Okay.
That's usually when I can sit down and really look at things. But, I mean,
And
I
I-
glanced at it. I
Okay.
just didn't do the
Yeah.
in-depth diligence I'd like to do.
Okay. All right. If anyone have any questions regarding the invoices or the bank reconciliation statement? If not, I need a motion to approve the bank reconciliation statement and file for audit
So moved.
and to pay the bills.
So moved.
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
All righty. We do have additional information on the attachments from Ms. Hoover. That is for information only. No action is required. Any questions regarding those documents? If not, thank you, Ms. Hoover. All righty. And just so you all know, we meet with her separately and the documents. So I met with her in person today. Aaron met with her, did a lot of talking over the phone. So we, as a board, in our training, are taught to try to get our answers before the board meeting, so we don't take up the entire board meeting with everybody and their questions. So just to give you all some insight as to how things are done. We do look at these documents, and it's usually at home, and that was what Mr. Curl was referring to. We try to look at these documents so we can be prepared to make decisions when we get here. Okay, student and learning.
All right, I'm gonna, move things around a little bit. Jennifer needs to leave, as soon as she presents, so I'm gonna let her go first, CBC do her report. She needs to go take care of her son.
Madam Chair, members of the board, you have a copy of the DCC report for September. Do you have any questions?
We see enrollment going up. That's a good thing.
I will say I was very impressed with the attendance.
Yeah.
If you do not, check it out the Northern Kentucky Tribune. Dr. Michael and Mr. Gregson were both teachers. So there is a link for that. You have the electronic copies. We're very proud. And you'll also notice there, can't say enough about our school principals, assistant principals, counselors, everyone in the building, even the cafeteria workers, get to find them when it comes to attendance or talking to kids. To point out in the high school at 94.99, that doesn't
in high school
Right.
very often. So, and we had another few days this week that attendance dip, and it went right back up today. But it really is impressive, especially when you look at it by grade level.
Yes.
That's their average for the attendance month, which just remember those are different than a month of school, so it would be 20 days. So we're not looking at only September or only August, we're looking at 20 days.
These are great numbers. Thank you for all that you're doing to make sure our kids are, we know that the power to get them here is not up to you, but the fact that you create a culture and environment where they want to be here is what's changing it. And so we thank you and appreciate all your efforts and everything you're doing to change the culture and make this our students' happy place and a place that they want to be for 8 hours a day. But thank you. And it also goes with our mission. This is how they get conditioned for the workforce. And so I explained it to my grandchildren because it's such a long day. I said, well, that's what a job is. You're there all day. And I said, school doesn't only teach you how to read and write and process numbers, but it conditions you for the workforce because that's where you're going to be if you're going to make money. And so kudos to you. Thank you, Mr. Grayson, Dr. Michaels, and Mr. Atkins. We appreciate all that you're doing and your staff. Thank you so much. And Mr. Watts and his team as well. Thank you all. Okay. Any questions for Ms. Stewart? If not, thank you for all that you do. All righty.
All right, now I'll go. This is our first meeting since we had our grand opening on stage. I just want to give a shout out publicly to everyone who had a hand in making that night a huge success. We had good participation in the parade. Tailgate party was awesome. Had great dedication. Press box, John did a good job. And we finished the night with a win over Boone County. Long time coming, but I think everybody was excited. Heard a good things about that whole day. So thank you all for making that happen. Test scores will be out on October the 1st. They will be in Barco. We should get them, they say, tentatively somewhere around 8 o'clock in the morning. Then they will be released to the media that afternoon around 1 o'clock out in Barco, and then it goes public release on October 3rd. So once we get that, we will share with you all what everything looks like. So we're excited to see what they're going to come back. I gave you all a handout for board members about Amendment 2. So we were notified by the Attorney General that public school districts can't advocate for or against because we are public employees. So on our own time, of course, if we're not at work, we can share our opinions and advocate for or against. But tonight, I just want to share information. You as board members, though, you are elected officials, so you can share with people, your thoughts on Amendment 2, and you can try to persuade them one way or the other. One thing that, is against us, we were told we can't advocate, but the private schools can. So they have been sending out flyers, they're signed out, they're making public comments about vote yes on Amendment 2. So tonight, again, I'm just sharing information. So hopefully people will understand, and they need to understand what could possibly and what will happen if this passes. Basically gives legislators the ability to do whatever they really want to. They haven't stated what they will do if this passes. It just says they may be able to. So that could be anything. So I'm just going to read how this will read on the ballot. To give parents, choices and educational opportunities for their children. And it says, are you in favor of enabling the General Assembly to provide financial support for the education costs of students in kindergarten through 12th grade who are outside the system of common public schools by amending the Constitution of Kentucky as stated below. Then below it says, it is proposed that a new section be added to the Constitution of Kentucky to read as follows. The General Assembly may provide financial support for the education of students outside the system of common schools. The General Assembly may exercise this authority by law. Section 59, 60, 171, 183, 184, 186, and 189 notwithstanding. There are some important words in here that people really need to understand. So when they say enabling, again, that's giving them the ability to do whatever they want to do. It hasn't been said what that's going to look like, so that says, go forward. Financial support, that means public tax dollars. They're going to be able to give to these non-common schools. Common school, this could be anything. We're talking private schools, we're talking religious schools, we're talking home schools, charter schools, and any other non-public providers not subject to the same oversight, same rules, same standards, governance, or transparency as public schools. Something else that we really need to pay attention to, again, is notwithstanding. They get to ignore 7 other sections in that Constitution. 59, this prohibits the legislature from passing laws that target specific areas of the state. That means specific municipalities, counties, or portions of a county municipality. If you think before, they said charter school had to be in certain places. That's one of the reasons it failed. So if this passes now, 59 is ignored, so they can do that. 60, that prohibits legislation from indirect enactment of laws targeting certain areas of the state. 171 requires that taxes can only be collected for public purposes, so they don't have to abide by that. 183, legislature is responsible for establishing efficient system of public schools. Don't have to abide by that. 184, common school fund prohibits taxation for funding non-public schools. So again, public tax money and goes to non-public schools. 186, education funding exclusively to be used to maintain state public schools. 189, that prohibits public education funds from being used for religious schools. So, again, they don't have to abide by those 7 sections, and that gives them the authority to do basically whatever they want. So as you're out talking to people, share that information. Again, all we can do while we're on campus at work is give it back. So that's what I want to share with you all tonight. There are resources on ksba.org that will give you all the information that you can share and encourage people to do their own research so they can make an informed decision. But if this passes, it's going to affect public schools because we're going to have to give money to those non-public organizations. Questions?
No, we did get a booklet from KSBA that also provides us with the same information as board members, what we can and cannot do, and what resources we can use to promote our position. So.
I didn't see that, yeah, so does it say we can
It
advocate
says,
one way or the other?
yeah, it says,
Yeah.
can a school board member put amendment to on the meeting agenda for discussion? Yes. Like any other issue, boards can discuss amendment to as an agenda item. This was affirmed by the Attorney General's office in late August. And says, by raising this issue at a meeting, you provide your community an opportunity to better understand a topic that may otherwise have little knowledge of. So they encourage it. And this is, what should school board share publicly when discussing the amendment? So they give us that. It says, can board members express their position on Amendment 2 during a board meeting? Yes. There's nothing preventing board members from sharing personal opinions on Amendment 2 or the concerns raised by the Constitution. As informed, elected representatives entrusted with the governance of local public schools, your voice matters. Like with any issue, however, make it clear you are speaking for yourself and not on behalf of the board or the district. All righty? And so it also says, can board members or district personnel hold town hall style meetings about Amendment 2 on school property? Yes. Like all private citizens, school board members, superintendents, and district personnel may take part in organizing, hosting, and participating in town hall style meetings open to the public to discuss issues. All right, these meetings can be held on school property. Such meetings don't have to adhere to typical board meeting protocols such as Robert Rules of Order, and no district business is to be conducted. A true public forum, all in attendance must be offered the opportunity to speak. However, the organizer can set parameters for how the forum is conducted, example, time limits per individual, decorum, etc. All righty.
I have a question. Is this money, would someone be allowed to take it across state lines?
No, it's just that, yeah, it's just that, state.
Yeah, this is based on the Kentucky
Okay.
Constitution.
That was a question
Yeah.
that's not
Yeah.
actually. I was
Wanted
pretty
to-
sure I knew the answer, but.
But you wanted to
wanted
make
to
sure.
Yeah,
Very
I
good.
can't imagine they letting you say, that you just keep funding across the board. I don't know.
Right. And one of the things that they promote in this amendment is that, school choice. But Kentucky has already done that when they created the open enrollment. And so Kentucky says, Kentucky has more public school options than ever. Here's why. Because of legislation passed in 2021, Kentucky is now one of only 3 states to have moved their public schools towards an open enrollment model, permitting families to enroll their students in public schools outside of their districts of residence. So they have already created an opportunity for school choice. Yes, House Bill 563. So that's some of the language that they do include in this amendment to imply that the reason they need this is for school choice, but they already have that opportunity to go to any school within the,
It was school, private school choice. That's what it is.
I understand.
Yeah, I'm just.
I understand,
Yeah.
but that the conversation behind promoting this was to open up,
Right.
Yeah,
That's what they said.
right.
And I'll give you an example. I had a client who lived in one county, the ex-wife lived in another, there's county between them. And they couldn't agree where to go, they compromised in the middle county, and I will tell you, the father made a call, the kids were accepted, like the same day, they were welcome and open. I mean, so if somebody asks me that, remember that system does work. And so, it did lend itself to a compromise that, both of them had to travel a little bit, but it didn't mean one had to travel an hour, a winner or a loser. It was truly a compromise. And there was no difficulty enrolling. In fact, I was shocked. I mean, it was like they were welcomed with open arms. It was like they were excited to have them. And so, it seems like most schools are taking kids, when something works out with everybody's job or something.
Right. And the public dollars, the SEEK fund follows that student.
Right, so like, wherever those kids were, that district got them.
Right. So there is funding for the students to go to a school of choice. It doesn't fund private schools. but we have some very good public schools in Kentucky, so.
We do, and also, as, the people who, want to convince people to vote yes on this, they want to lessen the impact of the language. They will say to you, this reads, the General Assembly may provide financial assistance, but what people will try to tell you, it's just, they may be able to do it. That doesn't mean that they will. Yes, it does. They've been after this for 9 years, and, all of us, most of us drive automobiles, and you're sitting at a traffic light, and change the screen, you've been sitting there for 9 minutes. And when it changes, turns green, you may proceed forward if you want to. You don't really have to, but what do? We all go forward.
Right.
And that's exactly what it will happen. We will lose some money. They will. It just says they may, and it means
And the definition of may is expressing the possibility. So,
And we've already seen that they've tried to do this in the
yeah,
past. So they've tried to take funding from public schools, going back all the way to 2017 through the charter school.
Yes.
But each time they've tried to pass this legislation, it's been struck down by the courts. Because the Kentucky Constitution, which was drafted in the latter part of the 1800s, stated that
you will find.
only tax dollars can go to common public schools. So this is a system that we've had set up for over 100 years, and they're trying to change it to fund private schools. And what that's effectively going to do is going to take money from public schools. And it's my position that anybody and everybody can go to public schools, but not anybody and everybody can go to private schools.
Well said.
I have a friend who has a child who didn't get accepted. He's Catholic. He's very devout Catholic, and he was trying to get his kid into the local Catholic school, and they wouldn't accept him because he was a little bit delayed. And so his child's going to public school. He would prefer to go to private school, but he can't do it because private schools are not required to take everybody. So that's something you got to keep in mind is, public schools have to take everybody. And that's the reason why our public funds should go to public schools and not private schools.
Well, and I mean, like, a child that has special needs is better served in the public. I mean, they're not going to be, you have the resources, they're not equipped. I mean, I think a lot of people think that somehow if you're a child that needs additional help, it's better than private. They're not. I mean, the public schools have way more resources.
And this could impact that if this amendment passes, it will impact the resources and the services that we provide to a lot of our children who have special needs in our families. A lot of our funding funds that, those family resource offers, those services to our kids are funding that comes through public schools. So it is important that people are informed on the impact this amendment would have on public education if it passes. So,
And I just looked up the word may just to see what it says.
I just looked
It
at
says expressing permission used to indicate possibility or probability.
That's right. That's what it says.
You could make the argument that people who may be in favor of it, say, I get it, but shouldn't it read that you'll get a check to spend on your own? Because let's be honest, they just go to one-car funeral down there, so you just give them that authority, you don't know what you're gonna get, because when you say they're gonna pass, I mean, there's gonna be every handout, every lobbyist and all, I mean, I would almost rather see, if you vote for this is what happened, if you take somebody who wants it, then they should say what exactly will happen, because, again, I mean, we see what they do down there.
The fact they're making it so elusive.
Oh, once, if we need a session, the bill says X, and by the final day, it's gonna be Y, and they're not even related.
Right. All right.
Every month here in this school, we exhibit something that the private schools that they're hoping to fund don't have to do. Accountability. We are here, you have a right to know how your money is being spent, and we do this every month. And with those schools, there will be meetings like this unless they choose to have some. It's their choice. We are required to do this. Public education is the only thing in our Constitution that is required to be funded. And this is something that is important, and we have to go forward. My opinion is, well, no.
Well said. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And, thank you, Mr. Watts. Do you have any more updates?
Yeah, that's it, and again, I just wanted to share that information with everybody, so.
Appreciate it.
Encourage everybody to do the research.
Right. And I brought my book so I can inform our board members what they can and cannot do, so thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And if anybody asks, like, Tony and I talked about this a month ago, that HU video came out. This could, it's Tuesday at 2 in the afternoon, and somebody in the public comes up and asks Tony his opinion. He is 100% allowed to say. You know, really the only thing that impacts is the UP school,
Yes.
I'm going to send out a email from Tony Watts at Newport School, like, hey, why, nobody loses their right to freedom of speech. And I think that's what you remember. And it sounds like they honed in that opinion.
Yes, and that's what's the initial comment in this article, is our right to freedom of speech.
Well, and we had that exact discussion about a forum, and Tony and I said it, as long as you open it up to all viewpoints, you're allowed to do it. You know, the only thing that you struggle with is to say only pro issue 2 can come here, or anti-issue 2. So I think a lot of people read it and somehow, oh, you're superintendent of schools, you can't say boo. No, that's not true.
Thank you. All right, next.
All right, next up, we have the curriculum department.
Madam Chair, board members, Superintendent Watts, good evening.
Good evening.
You have my report. I did want to add to the report on the district literacy plan. We just went to the Continuous Improvement Summit, and in the literacy roadmap for continuous improvement PowerPoint, they included these slides, and I just wanted to share them with the board because it's the exact literacy plan that we have here in the report.
Great.
You see in year 1, it says to have a common instructional vision. In year 1, we did our standards. Year 2, access to curriculum. That's when we set our curriculum. You guys remember the process that we mentioned. In year 3, professional development. That's what I was talking to you guys all about last year, was professional development. This is year 4, where we were talking about instruction.
Right.
So I thought that KDE confirming the literacy plan that we have here in Newport was excellent.
Yes.
We were really excited as we sat at the conference and we let the presenter know that they just affirmed what we're doing here in Newport. So I did want to share that with you all.
That's excellent.
Also in the report, I included the 3-year cycle for every fall for iReady, because we just finished our iReady testing for fall. But since we've been doing it for 3 years, I asked iReady to present a report to us to compare the last 3 falls. So that's a report that is attached there, so you can kind of see where we were in the first year with iReady, the second year with iReady. That's an additional roadmap.
Okay.
That's the same infographic. You got any questions about the curriculum report?
No. So this, I already report from the link that was in your report. Is that what you're referring to? Okay. I'm not a big deal, but I'd like to spend some time on this, so maybe we can actually, in a work session, spend some time, reviewing this and have a Q&A about it. Because this is now what we're using. We're no longer using MAP, correct? So since this is our main testing benchmark, we want to stay on top of it as a board. So maybe we can maybe think about adding this to the October meeting. Okay. All right. Any more questions? Thank you, Ms. Payne and your team for, your commitment to getting our children on grade level. And literacy is key to all learning. foundation, so thank you.
Next up, we have facilities. Madam Chair, members of the board, good evening. You have a copy of my report. Do you have any questions?
No, I don't have any questions, but, great job on the stadium, the ribbon cutting, the team. Everything was so well organized, and I just want to acknowledge all of you all who helped put that together, because it really was an excellent, excellent opening. So kudos to the team and everything you did to make that happen. It ran smooth, everyone was prepared, waiting, so it was really great.
It was awesome, yeah, I want to say, echo that, but, you guys did a great job, Jennifer and Ken. The balloons looked great.
Yeah.
A lot of people commented on that.
Yeah.
And I was like, when we were in those planning sessions, like, why are they giving me balloons? It sounds so stupid. But then, and I didn't say it out loud, but I was thinking, but then when I saw it, I was like, wow, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah. It was done really well. And I like the invitees, the people that were in attendance, the athletic director, the principal, Mr. Watts,
We had
board
the
members,
county judge
the
executive,
county judge executive, the mayor.
state senator was there.
Yeah,
State house of representatives
yes,
was there.
yes. So it was really a great event, well planned and well executed. And what was it, the April used to say, I love it when a plan comes together. They came together well, so thank you.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work, guys.
Madam Chair, members of the board, Superintendent Mr. Watts. Do you have my report? Do you have any questions?
The installation of the communication board, can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, purchase of that board is to help facilitate communication of those who have difficulty communicating. It also offers students opportunities to engage and play with peers. This board will look to replicate that in other areas of the school. Not as large, of course, as far as place, but it is just an opportunity for all kids to play, communicate, engage with the community and the peers.
Great, great, yeah.
I also have with me a district mental health person in Canada, and she and Jackie Scruggs led the September initiative, Suicide Prevention Month. And
Thank you.
some of the activities that they've engaged with all month long. Do you have any questions for her?
No, actually, my grandson came home and was talking about suicide awareness. And he was really excited about, getting that information, because you never know, people suffer in silence. And so the fact that he was excited to hear and know that there's a safe place, if he has any thoughts or if it ever happens to one of his friends, he feels like he knows what to do. So, thank you.
Great report, as always.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah. All righty. Next is old business. There is none. New business is the consent agenda. We got a lot on here. We got some fundraisers on here. I don't have any problem with that. Anybody have any problem with bringing money in the district? Yeah. Yeah, yes. What about the BG 3 for the renovation for phase 2?
Demo. Can someone talk about the demo?
Where are you at?
Hey,
That's to close out the, you had it correct me if I'm wrong, that's just, we're closing out of that part of phase one.
okay, gotcha.
So the BG four just kind of looked all final expenses, and if there's any changes that were within the, contingency of the BG, it's kind of just to manage it.
Gotcha.
It's a part of the process.
Those are like the last remaining things that I was still trying to figure out.
That's a good question.
I didn't see number 2, but that's down here anywhere.
Yes, it was not.
So what we
Did I? Oh, my apologies. I failed to send it to Brent. That.
That's what we approved last.
Yes, the evaluation that we approved, that we agreed on, we haven't approved it yet. Tonight, we approved what we agreed on.
And is number 5 the bocce coach and ski coach, is that for Special Olympics?
Correct.
And that's going to be a teacher.
That's money well spent. After last year, was fighting, and how our basketball team got involved in that was a great event for our kids.
The skiing is definitely a physical endeavor for everybody, and you really need to have someone out there who's willing to, risk life and limb for that. I mean, it's a long day to be on skis.
So will you continue?
Oh yeah, I've been doing it since before I was on
I
the
thought
floor.
so. I wanted to get it on camera.
I'm all in, man. I'm all in.
So we have a verbal agreement, and it is recorded. Yeah, and Tyler. Yeah, very good. Any more questions regarding consent agenda items 1 through 10? I do need to add an item to excuse Ms. Covington from the regular meeting. So I need a motion to add item number 11 to excuse Ms. Covington from this regular meeting.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
If there's no more questions, I need a motion to approve consent agenda items 1 through 11.
So moved. Second.
It's been moved in second. All in favor? All righty. Let's see. Board comments and concerns. We are going to move our October 9th meeting to October the 3rd because it falls during fall break. The second, I'm sorry, the second. That Wednesday before, because fall break is October the 9th.
Next Wednesday.
And it'll be our, like our work session. So we don't anticipate taking any action that night, but. All righty, is that okay with you guys? Everybody get out their phones, put on the calendar.
Same time,
Yeah, 6:30.
I got a late meeting at work, but I should be able to make it.
Okay. All righty. Okay, October 2nd.
That's all for fall break.
Yeah, that's your fall break? So you want to do the meeting?
No.
Okay.
Go.
All right, I think that's it. We do have an executive session scheduled, after this meeting, but we do not anticipate taking any action. It'll just be a conversation, but the law requires us to discuss, this topic is land, anything about property or personnel, we have to do in a closed session. So I need a motion to go into executive session.
So moved. We don't do that.
No,
Second. Yeah, then we come back.
yeah.
Second.
It's been moved in second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you all for coming. Thank you for staying. Thank you, Rosemary and Charles. It was nice for you all to stay.